Do you have plans to go on a bike trip on your favorite bicycle? So a road bike, a gravel bike, a mountain bike, or even better, a wooden bike? Then be sure to watch this video. Let's talk about bikepacking. Bikepacking has become very popular in the last years, and this is because people like to make this trip on their favorite bicycle. Talking about this gear, there are some common options for mounting these bags on the bicycle. You can use a bag on your front fork, so one on the left, one on the right. You can use a bag on your handlebar. You can use a bag in or around your frame. You can use a bag under your saddle. You can use a bag at the rear side, so with a luggage carrier. And it's even possible to use a backpack. I think you should ask yourself some questions to make choices for the base of your travel equipment. Do I want to go to hotels or do I want to go to camping? This makes all the difference, of course. How Spartan or glamorous do I want to spend the next few days, weeks or months? Do I settle with unpleasant heavy steering behavior or do I really want to enjoy cycling? Do I just look to the practical side, or do I want to travel on a bike that looks nice as well? If you really want to take everything with you, then better choose for a normal touring bike and then 2 large bags on the front side on your front fork and 2 large bags on the rear sides on your luggage carrier. I go for the Spartan camping experience with less equipment and choose for the bag combination on the handlebar, on the front fork, under the saddle, and I take a backpack with me as well. The bags on the handlebar and under the saddle gives a lot of storage space, up to 32 liter, and the small front bags gives quick access to the equipment which I need on my way. I choose for the clean combination because I want to let my wooden bike shine. Let me show you the bags I use and how I make my equipment ready for a bike trip. Here you see a handlebar bag holder with bag. The great thing about this combination is that you don't have to reassemble the bag to the frame every time you need it. Rolling up the bag and closing it with the clips is easy. Here you see the front bag holder. 2 straps go around the top of the bicycle handlebar and a strap goes through the frame at the high level of the headset. There are some foam blocks between the top of the handlebar and the bag hole. This prevents damage, but gives a better connection to the handlebar. And the bag itself. So you place it in this holder and you can attach it with clips and straps. Make sure that the shifters on the handlebar have enough space during operation, so that you can change gears without hitting the bag. You can attach a holder to the front fork, a cage, or in this case, a system of update. With a cage mounted to your fork, you can be sure your baggage isn't moving into your wheel if you are riding. The best option is mounting it with these screws, but you can also attach the holder with straps or tie wraps. To avoid scratches, it's possible to use some tape on the places where the holder makes contact with the front fork. The great thing about this system is that you can easily click the bags into it and disconnect them with a lever. Then there is the seat post saddle bag. Again, there is a holder to mount and the bag to fit in, just like the system on the handlebar. Basically, you mount this bag once during your trip. You put the bag in and out the holder. You can adjust almost everything on the system so it fits on every bike. You can tighten or loosen the holder to take less or more luggage with you. This combination of ace pack allows luggage space up to 8 or 16 liters. In this case it is the 16 liter variant, but by rolling up the bag further, you can still use it if you have less to take with you. Here I am trying to move the bag from side to side. You can see that the bag is actually quite stable. In this bag, for the handlebar, I placed the tent, and to be honest, then there is still place for a sweater, for example. This tent from Nature Hike is really suitable due to its great and small packaging size. These front fork bags give easy access. For this reason, I placed here the clothes which I probably use during the day. That means a thermal upper or lower layer and a swim short towel for when I want to make a swim. And on the other side there is the sleeping mat, the bag with personal care and a little container for some small stuff. The sleeping mat I use is from Expat. I won't use the maximum capacity of this seat bag. In this, I carry the sleeping bag, a warm thermal inner sheet, a warm cycling jacket, and my flip-flop, which are my shoes when I'm not cycling. Smaller bag makes it slightly more stable, although that difference is minimal. And finally, I put all the other stuff in the backpack. Some people advise against a backpack because they said you want as much weight as possible on your bicycle. My experience is that a light backpack causes no discomfort. It took me only 2 days to get used to the load on my wrist. However, I prefer to keep the backpack fairly empty, and so it gives flexibility as well. That can be useful if you want to do groceries at the end of the day. To be honest, I consider to replace the backpack with 1 or 2 frame bags later. Of course, you can experiment with all these combinations, and experience will tell you what works the best for you.